It's the same. Just to refresh your memory, we got on one side, on the side of Team Secret, Matu will play Ursa, Nisha, Dragon Knight, Zai, Underlord, Yapster, Skywrath Mage, Puppy, Grimstroke, and then on the side of Team Nigma, we got Spectre for ILTW, the Puck for Miracle, the Dark Seer for Mind Control, and Io on the played by GH, and Kuroki playing Winter Wyvern. And I think with that, can I, production, is it time?
Is it time?
Is it time?
Please.
I know it's time. I see it's time. Please, Fog, Oni Pixel, take it away for game 2 again. Thank you. Oh, keep talking.
Oh, that was the perfect handoff of the
Talking. The longest introduction we could possibly manufacture.
Stop talking. Let's go.
All right. I think we're in. I think we're good. Owen, you there? Is it just me? Oh God, please no, don't do this to me, everybody. Please, not me alone doing this. I'm alone. Okay, well, that is unfortunate. Where is Owen? Do we even have a same? So the other thing I was looking at is, what about same wards? Because I did not pay attention where the wards were at the start, because I think now we're seeing different warding coming out, so.
30 seconds to battle.
I don't know if Owen's being heard. I think he tells me that he is talking, but I cannot hear him. Hello, Owen, I hear you. Hello? I got you now, baby.
We're good. All right,
All right, let's go.
Right,
Okay.
so yeah, let's go.
Do you remember where the wards were?
Very unfortunate. No,
Okay, because these look like new wards to me. These look
I don't
new to
remember what
me.
you just asked me. I mean, my memory's terrible. But,
Okay.
well, so anyway, obviously very incredibly unfortunate circumstances. I guess we're just going to have to see sort of
The battle
how this
begins.
differs to how it went the first time. At least, I mean, how many minutes were we into that last game? It was about 15 minutes or something in, wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
So we'll see.
It was a
We'll
bit
see
past
how
the.
this
It was
game
definitely
goes.
past the 13-minute mark. Because 12 minutes, I think, is when he was about to get his defusal finished up and the hood was done. So yeah, 13, 14 minutes, and there's new wards for sure. I'm looking at some very different wards. I see some tree cutting coming out from Kuroki and from Mind Control, so they have a different spot on the ward bottom to be able to watch stuff. I see different wards from the side of Secret, also for top lane. Looks like they're doing a different approach to at least maybe pressure this Spectre. Since the top lane, I think, was the biggest surprise for me, how well ILTW did. So yeah, let's see how it all plays out this time around. Let's see if Miracle is able to do the same kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think overall the biggest takeaway from the laning stage last game, I would say that before those sort of fights started coming around the mid, all cores were farming pretty evenly, right? Like all 6 cores had a pretty much even share of farm out of the laning stage, which, as we were saying, I think was definitely more of a difficulty for Nigma considering their heroes. So we'll see if Nigma is able to indeed at least get that sort of same sort of start out of the lanes.
Yeah, but I'm mostly going to be watching top because that was the one, like I said, the biggest one for me that I felt like ILTW should not have gotten that many last hits. So I think this time around, if Zai is able to play the lane a little bit better, he should be able to come out a bit more ahead inside of that one. Bottom, still seeing the same type of aggro onto Puppy. Still in a little bit of trouble here, but he will be able to back away. So similar kind of stuff, different. I don't remember if he had Inkswell level 1 either on Puppy too. So a bit of different stuff, and we'll try to just remove that one from our memory.
We'll see, because in terms of sort of the kills we have, I believe Secret got an early kill route in this bottom lane, but we saw overall Nigma, they were able to really bully Puppy, so Puppy's positioning is going to have to be very much on point.
They had a really good start on both of these side lanes, actually. The Spectre and the Darkseer both had this incredible start where Mind Control was level 3 pretty early on. This time, that's not happening. Spectre's actually he's been pressured a lot more by the Underlord. We're seeing Yapster actually able to put some pressure onto GH, unlike last time where we did see Yapster actually go down. So a bit of differences already coming out here where Nigma, now the levels are much different. Mind Control's having a much harder time in this bottom lane.
Let's see, around the mid lane, pretty much even farm. As Nisha and Miracle match one another, and we'll see the eyes are going to be on Miracle. That's what we said last time round. It was very difficult to really do what he was able to do. We'll see if he's able to pull it off again. He did come in with a phenomenal plays on the puck, as we've seen.
Yeah, it looks like overall, bottom is going really well right now for the Ursa. He's getting several denies too. He's gone for this overpower at level 2, so he's able to power deny the creep. So Mind Control, yeah, not quite level 3. Kuroki's trying to give that experience just like last time to the Darkseer, but not as much being given. So yeah, we're seeing quite a big difference, of course. Look at that Underlord 16-5 right now to the 10-1 of the Spectre. He's having a much better time. He's going to get that ring of health out really early, and Yapster not under pressure this time either. Potentially even going to get a courier snipe himself here too. Walk under tower, won't be able to get it, eats a tower hit. Miracle. Going to steal the bounty.
Behold! A prize!
Ooh, quickly,
We'll
quick
take
little
that one,
John.
Nisha.
I like it. Just in case, because he doesn't know about the stun, how close it was there. So nice little play there for
Yes,
Miracle, just in
exactly,
case. And now is Nisha going to run for the other rune, or is Miracle going to be able to orb and collect that one for himself as well, if he'd like to? I don't know if he's going to want to miss that many last hits, though. We'll see what his option is.
Attack.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to head back. Still has the bounty rune up here, of course, ready to take. But we're seeing, sure, again, a slow start the first few waves, but ILTW, he is starting to catch up a little bit again. He's not getting completely zoned out at the laning stage. He is still able to find a decent amount here on the early waves.
Quite behind, though. 22-7 to the 17. Last time he was pretty much even, so now it's much harder for them to actually bully. YapzOr also, as we said, last time he did die. This time he's gotten a much better start, actually has a crown, so his harassment and his overall early game is going to be much better out of that. Now, all 3 lanes going in Secret's favors. Nobody going down just yet, as Puppey starting to get some aggression onto him. They've got a vacuum as well, too. Should be able to get him.
And they've got the damage. First blood goes to Nigma here, as Kuro and Mind Control are able to use their power here to bully Puppey in the laning stage, just as they did last time. We'll see Matuma trying to turn for Mind Control, but some nice moves here with the Surge and the Sao. He'll be able to get away from Matuma Man's claws.
This time, no cold embrace, so that's another thing. There's going to be a lot of things changed. I probably should stop just referencing it at all, but Kuroki goes for 2 points.
I mean, it's very hard not to, right? This is such a unique situation that, as of course the panel said, hopefully this will never happen again, but it's very tempting to just sort of cross-reference what we did see in the early game of last run through.
Yeah, Mind Control still going to be getting those arcane boots at a pretty early time, but not able to put as much aggro. They still do get the first blood, so that is good, but Matu is getting much better free farm. He was getting good free farm down here anyway, but not getting as pressured this time around. And ILTW, just like you said, he is catching right back up. As they do have that headdress, they have this regen, so it's looking still pretty good in this top lane.
Now the question is, as sort of was talked about, obviously the remake rules did only regard the starting items.
Yes.
Will we see something different from Nisha? Will he not go for that hood again here?
I think so. I think the blink is much more needed this game so that they can actually make these aggressive plays, because then it's not going to be them getting initiated on as it was pretty much every single time in the last, in the initial game, where it was the puck jumping on them and them like using this haunt to jump on the opposite side. Well, now, if Nisha does go for that blink dagger, it'll change things up. I think that's the better approach, and he's actually getting a much more effective ultimate this time onto mid. Puck actually forced to go back to base. GH not able to do that thing that he did last time, where he healed him up, clarity'd up, and allowed him to play very aggressive early on. Bottom, Mind Control.
Well, they've got him. Got him with the control there. Puppey able to land the combo. No escape for Mind Control. Set up some action for Matuma down on the safe lane.
They do have level 6 on mid for Puck, so Coil is available. They also cold embrace the catapult. Kuroki keeping that one alive for a bit longer here.
We'll see top. Getting a little aggressive here onto Zai.
Those hits start to add up.
Actually being done it. Yeah,
the Desolate plus that overcharge really does start to hurt quite a bit there, so I should still be okay. I have another dagger.
I think that he's going to want to dive, or he was tempted, but of course not knowing quite what was waiting in the wings there from Secret. They won't dive any further. Nigma, LTW making sure that he doesn't push it too far and he is able to continue to secure, which is what, once again, some very solid early game farm here as the safe lane Spectre.
Still going to get that really early level 6. We see the stacks coming out too. Kuroki's got a humongous stack at the hard camp for Miracle to farm up and then potentially make that aggressive move, as we did see. As we mentioned, that's still the same game. So it's the level 6s are the big point where Nigma's going to be able to make those aggressive moves. Overall, Secret's draft does have a lot of counters versus this Puck, so Miracle does still have to be a little bit careful. As Nisha, another ult popped, so he's going to be able to just bully Miracle a little bit out of the lane, also hit the tower too, so maybe we will see that rotation very soon. I believe that's also a Veil now, already finished up on YapzOr, so very early little bit of damage amp that they're going to have on their draft to be able to bring down some of these tankier heroes like the Darkseer, like the Spectre. And he's got stacks
very
going.
Nicely and with this, and incredibly cost-efficient item. around that sort of 1,500, very valuable purchase, which I'm surprised that we don't see necessarily more of.
Dire's
I
middle
agree, actually.
tower
I
is
always am
under
confused when I'm not seeing more Veil pickup. Sometimes it's a little bit awkward.
Because it's so cheap.
You want
It's so cheap.
other items, but it is so cheap. It really is. The build-up is also very nice because Bassi is such a good item. Mind Control is actually the one who takes the stacks this time, so they're going to actually prioritize his farm in comparison and actually look to defend their tower a little bit more. They're actually keeping 3 heroes in the mid lane to protect versus that DK form. So Nisha's going to go to the jungle. He's going to use that one to maximize farm. They're going to give YapzOr the lane. YapzOr has to be careful though. Miracle's diving him.
We'll see if they can get this back up in time. The Secret coming in with the TPs. RTW's got the horn ready to go. Move and take down YapzOr. Turn over towards Puppey as well. Nigma, they'll be able to get themselves a double for RTW. Now, over towards Matuma. He has got the Enrage, but they're going to be able to dive in on this. As the Enrage is about to come to an end. They're in with the silence. Nigma, they're looking towards the bear. Matu trying to jump away, but another dagger times a triple kill for RTW. Now over towards Nisha. TPs and respawns starting to come in from Secret, but Nigma, they're just diving in with this aggression. 9 minutes in, underneath the tier 1 tower. They're looking towards Nisha. Nisha is very low here. So they've got another nuke to take him out as Miracle.
Gonna try.
He's hunting for him with the orb.
He gets
Trying to get him, but the silence is out. Miracle. He's not going to be able to jump over in time. RTW is now going to opt to back out of this as Nisha is looking for GH. GH tether over to the creep in time. Stick charges. It's not enough to save him. As YapzOr will get the double.
Already up to level 5 now too on the Skywrath with the Veil. They bring everybody in to try to counteract this movement that comes in from Nigma. They were prepared for all those level 6s for the big haunt coming over. And Mind Control, he actually doesn't end up joining the fray. He actually stays bottom to continue his farm. So Secret come out ahead in this
honestly,
is under attack.
again, to sort of compare with last time round, RTW's first taunt, very successful, gets a double. This time around, sure, there's some casualties around him, but he gets himself a triple kill.
He does.
And he's out of there. So a very important fight for RTW to, again, get in and get out on us. Over in the river down bottom, Nigma will be able to run down Puppey. So without a doubt, RTW, I'd say he's in the same place as he was in the first run through. This is a fantastic spot to be in as a Spectre.
And Miracle, he does find a fairy. I don't believe he had the fairy trinket last time around, so he's got this, which is probably the best item that you can get on the puck. So he's probably still feeling pretty happy about that. He's got his treads. Witchblade will be a little bit later, as we said, since they prioritized the Darkseer's farmer a bit more. And speaking of Darkseer, actually making a move onto him down bottom. Should have the damage.
When the Dragon Tail's done and the DD on Nisha, they certainly do indeed. Mid lane, Miracle looking to dive in onto YapzOr. He's going to drop the coil as well. Any backup coming in on time for Secret Puppey.
The leash.
Getting him with the soul bind.
Double silence.
He's able to turn this around. Puppey getting him with the stun. He's got the setup. The double Dragon Tail to them. The coil embraces, keeping Miracle alive. It's not enough though. Zai lays down the firestorm. Secret bringing the defense around the tier 1 tower. And Zai with a big cleanup. Triple kill for him. A lot of magical damage as Secret are ready to turn up and fight back against Nigma.
And Puppey with a very clutch soul bind actually gets the double silence coming into play, then the double Dragon Tail follow-up, and Zai with that Veil even buffing up the Firestorm too, just clipping onto every single one of them there. A nice reaction coming out from Secret. Mid tower though, they're still trying to pressure, but Nigma's bringing the reinforcements. Actually TPing 3 heroes here to help out Mind Control.
RTW meanwhile getting the space down bottom. Echo Saber, a couple of 100 gold away, and he's going to be working into the diffusal. They keep this tower alive. Sure, heavy damage done by Secret there with the push around the Elder Dragon form, but the tier 1 will still stand for now.
And Nisha, he is going to be going for that Blink Dagger instead this time around. Definitely feeling like it's a lot more important because he just has the combo play. It's always going to be much more effective and you're versus the puck. So if you're going to be the one starting the fight, it's going to change the way that the Spectre actually is able to join the fights afterwards. Yeah, Echo Saber's done. How's the pipe looking on for Mind Control? He's actually a bit delayed. He's got the Soul Ring and the Arcane Boots on top wall. Zai, I believe he actually does have the pipe finished. So Secret, their fighting form is looking quite a bit stronger right now. But Nigma, as we said, with those big ultimates, they will always be able to kind of outnumber the side of Secret if they're not prepared.
So see how Secret play now.
Really for the big fights, it's mostly about the Spectre Haunt plus the puck combination to be able to join in the frays, and then you just need really an Ion Shell on the Spectre. Yeah, Nisha is gonna have it done. As we said, you know, they're gonna have this is a pretty big power spike window here for Secret. They've got pipe, they've got diffusal, they've got blink. It's definitely go time for them to look for something, and they do have a ward bottom, so they see the Darkseer at the moment. I don't believe they had a glimpse of anybody else just now. I think ILTW actually snuck himself just past this ward down there. So they got to be prepared because they have to bring at least 3 heroes into most of these fights because they know they're going to get outnumbered. There's going to be a relocate, there's going to be a haunt in, there's going to be a lot of numbers that Nigma's going to bring to every single one of these action plays. And they are pinging mind control, so they are wary of his position down bottom. While Puppey just gets himself a little bit of farm right now.
Let's see what they can get here. Nisha leading the charge.
They see him, that ward, that sneaky ward all the way on the right side. It's about to be timing up, but it's giving them a lot of information. GH still kind of in the area, but he's going to get popped quick. Let's see if they're ready. The Veil, they've got the damage. Or do they?
Or do they?
They will eventually.
He does still die. YapzOr immediately TPing out as soon as the Horn comes in. See if RTW can keep a hold on this DK long enough. He's got another dagger out. Miracle is correct, making their way over. He's able to get it off. So, with the Horn, they're not quite able to turn things around. Mind control goes down. Secret get the kill. They get out. They lose no one.
I was going to say, oh my goodness, is he actually going to survive this? The Ancient Seal debuff, the increased magic damage, plus the Veil just a bit too much. Top is hurting RTW quite a lot here. He's also forcing the tower. Nisha, Zai, Invis.
Let's see if I can get a catch here. YapzOr trying to get him range so that he can offer the backup. Miracle.
He's got to be careful.
Got the opening room.
The silence.
Into the silence. Dragon Tail as well. They'll come out with a cold embrace, but it's far too much magical damage for Miracle to withstand. As Secret getting active, making these moves.
Is that enough for the Roche? I think it might be.
207.
Yeah, Matu, I think this is where you try to commit into this pit. Oh, he actually misses the leap over. Whoopsie.
Couldn't quite jump in though.
Nope. Now might actually have to switch it up.
Can Nigma do anything about this?
I think they can. They still have the curse.
Yeah.
Puck's respawning pretty quickly. It's still early game. It's only level 9 Puck, so forcing that is going to be a bit too hard. If he was able to leap in, then perhaps they actually can, but having to walk all the way around, even 5 seconds at this point can just make the difference.
Radiant are
And Miracle goes his way bottom.
For RTW, 1600 on the relic, so
Pretty good.
he's making it there. They're clearly focused on that, and as you say, I think if they can get a good timing on that, that is definitely going to
Dire's structures are
put a bit more urgency on Secret to get stuff done. Otherwise, this Spectre is absolutely going to be a problem.
Yeah. Miracle is going for Blink this time around. He kind of just has to because of how his game's gotten now. He's 0-3, so he needs some time. He needs to be the one to start the fights for his team so that the Haunt can come through into the back lines. So he does have that one. He's also going to be able to play at least a round of Nisha's Blink Dagger, perhaps maybe dodge some of those stuns and stuff like that too. He's got to be very careful on this Puck now, as we mentioned. It's a hard Puck game. Still tons of silences that will always be coming into play. And now he's got the Blink. And about 40 seconds until they do have Haunt available. So right now they're still just playing, kind of sitting behind ILTW, babying with the 2 saving supports.
Now this is the way to do it. I think if Nigma can sort of keep this tempo,
Dire are scanning.
the Secret don't get a big lead
Dire's
and aren't able to make plays onto the Spectre, Nigma's going to be very happy with this sort of downtime.
Yeah, Nurse has gone for a fighting item too, right? He's gone for this diffusal build, so if he doesn't get something big pretty soon, it's going to start being a little bit more effective, as he will be able to jump into it this time.
And then this time he gets away with it. Nigma not in position to contest this. Secret well set up to keep Matu safe. And so having that mask, he's got enough lifesteal to be able to take this out as Secret. This Roshan will be theirs.
Roshan has fallen to the ring.
They've got all these item times, even a haste 2 inside the bottle of DK, so they can definitely look for some type of action here, but it's the same thing. Just keep watching out for the numbers. They still can get outnumbered quite easily from Nigma. Nigma still all positioned around mid. Them losing their mid tower hurts a lot, because now it does open up the map a lot for Secret to kind of just play however they really want, not having to be so worried about just these super heavy collapses that were coming out. And we do see Nisha actually like babysitting behind Puppey bottom. They have this aggressive ward too, this defensive one. Miracle. They've got him.
They've got him. They're in with the opener, and as soon as they find that first initial jump on the Puck is just done for every time by this lineup.
Very sneaky ward. Both of their wards this time around, these 2 bottom wards that they've had, were just pretty much out of range of the sentries from Nigma, so Nigma not able to see them making their way over. As BKB's next items on the horizon for the two cores.
I'm
Top.
gonna go for Matu. I know the Matu's playing pretty deep, pretty aggressive. We're gonna see Zai come in with the Rift though. He's brought the backup. Puppy and Yapso are here. They're ready to turn. They turn towards RTW. RTW's gonna get blown up by the combo. They're ready to try and look for more. Vacuum back onto Matu. But Matu, of course, he's got the Aegis, so he's not feeling scared at all about committing in onto mind control. Gets in with the jump.
Doesn't even die.
Zai there, bringing the team in with that Dark Rift, able to make sure that Matu is fit to fight back.
That was such a nice 5 out of 5 right there for Zai, for sure. Bringing up all the backup. And we were talking about numbers from Nigma. Didn't really factor in that Dark Rift to be able to actually bring the rest of the forces there if there is an Ursa under pressure. And he doesn't even die. So still has Aegis. He'll be able to get that BKB safely. Same thing for Nisha. And that's going to cause much bigger problems because most of that damage that is coming out from Nigma is magic damage throughout kind of all stages until Spectre is a monster. So that is going to be really hard for them to really fight into. We're seeing them just kind of farming back at a pretty big deficit now. 6k gold lead for Secret, claiming the enemy jungle as well. We get a Philly as well. Philosopher's Stone onto Yapsor.
Pupil's Gift, Essence Ring. 3,200 on the Relic. LTW is nearly there. They are down 6k right now. Nigma Secret doing a good job of getting this early lead. They're looking to play with. And they will have this timing, yeah. BKB on Matu. They'll be able to run heroes down and not a whole lot that can be done to hold him back. They have the curse at least if they want to try and target him, locking back for some of the enrage of the BKB. But other than that, Matu is going to be quite the struggle to deal with in these fights.
Absolutely. The supports still will get eviscerated quite quickly from that haunt, from the combo if they do get on top of them easily. So Secret does have to still watch out for them, but the cores at this point are very hard to bring down. Double BKBs, they've got pipes. Zai's even going for, looks like potentially very greedy kind of item on the Underlord. He's got Sage, he's going for Sage Kaya. Haven't seen that one too much on Underlord for sure. I feel like you could see it maybe if he was playing versus something like this super tanky core like Timber Saws or something like that, but yeah, I'd be very surprised if he does actually commit for it. I mean, it is a broken item, 100%, but on a hero like Underlord, definitely a bit curious.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really even like a phenomenal game for a Halberd, is it, either? I mean, no. I guess it's nice to summon the Spectre, but you know, it's not really sort of what comes to mind first, so I guess it is, yeah, likely that isn't he going to turn it into the Sanjin Kaya.
Now they're hitting top tower too. Okay, this tier 2 is already dropping, and this is all just recurring things that happen because that Aegis is able to survive top, so they're able to play really confident up here. Double BKBs. Nigma can't fight this. They need to wait until really the Radiance is online for ILTW, and it's gonna kill the supports, but like I was saying, the cores at this point are just way too beefy, and they have BKBs, so that magic damage is gonna be negated pretty much entirely from the Radiance burn. Matu trying to take advantage. He does 50 seconds.
Nigma just continuing to do their best to keep ILTW's space that he needs to farm in as safe as possible.
Gold and sweet.
30 seconds still left on that Aegis.
And they're trying to find him, and they're not. ILTW consistently able to move away from this ult.
GHO is kind of hiding behind him too, as you see, like sitting in the tree lines, just ready to relocate him out in case a big aggressive moves comes out, which it looks like it is starting to get it set up. Puppy.
Mine.
RTW's going to need some help, and GH is going to have it. He's got the relocate ready. He's going to just take him out of here, get RTW back to safety. GH will almost certainly die for this, but he gets RTW out of there. He'll be able to pick up that Radiance.
Can they catch? Can he get any type of hit out of this? Looks like Miracle's trying to force the mid tower out of that space since they did see 3 heroes down bottom. So he's got the rift. Is he going to bring the team mid to fight? If they can perhaps get a catch, Yapsor is waiting with the Shadow Amulet around mid tower. He's not going to be able to find Miracle though. He plays it careful. Miracle very low on mana. They're actually going to move toward top. They did see the darks here too, but lanes all kind of being forced in from the side of Nigma. Miracle going to go back to base. 8k gold lead now already. Getting quite a lot more out of the map. Nigma not able to utilize these ultis at that frequency that they'd like to right now because of that Aegis advantage. Now it is gone, but still having trouble because there's just these BKBs. The cores are too strong in Kuro.
I mean, he wants to step in aggressively here. Even without the Aegis, the BKB alone allowing him to feel as strong as he is. Secret really trying to use this power that they've built up, but Nigma do continue to do a good job of avoiding it.
Yep, and they are smoked now. And they have a DD on the puck, too. See what they can connect. I mean, they have ridiculous team fight. They have great ways to get information for these squishy backline heroes. There is a Glimmer finished up on YapzOr, also one on the Grimstroke. So do we have a Dust on any of these cores? We have a Dust on GH, but maybe in some of these fights he's not going to be able to get in there. So perhaps maybe ILTW, they might actually want to pass off the Dust to the Spectre soon. Because it's going to be his job to really just clean up those supports immediately as soon as Haunt comes out. And it might be difficult for GH to actually get in there. Don't know if they saw both of the Glimmers, though, so that could still catch them a little bit off guard. I know they saw them building it up, that's why they have the Dust, but... Secret just continued to get this farm on.
I mean, Secret, objective-wise, what are they really looking towards next here, Secret? Is it a certain item that they're waiting for before they try and push down mid, take tier 2s, or...?
No, I don't think in particular. I think they're probably just feeling that they are getting so much more out of the map that they're like, okay, we're triple core scaling. They're only scaling on one hero. Like this Dark Seer he doesn't have the best wall heroes. Like sometimes you have like these crazy agility heroes that just pop off. Like an Ursa wall isn't really the most effective. DK is actually kind of decent, but that's just about it. So I feel like they're probably just scaling a bit harder because of how much space they're getting on the map.
So much more.
Yeah, it's certainly kept the case so far. 14 for 5, 10k lead here for Secret so far. 24 minutes in.
Yeah, and they're able to even play parts of the jungle from Nigma. Like look at Maju's positioning
they're getting
here.
over there.
Yep.
Now with this warding, they're able to play and take away some safe spaces here of Nigma.
Maybe Black Dragon is going to be the next big thing, because that looks like who he's going for, and it is very effective this game. As we've mentioned multiple times, Nigma's draft is majority going to be that magic damage, so that is going to be really effective. It's going to be pretty crazy how tanky this Nisha Dragon Knight is going to be, and he's very close to it. So maybe we do see them look for fighting around that, but also we do have 2 minutes until Roche, so that's usually the bigger objective when you are playing with these Ursas. When you can get an early Roche, you get the secondary one for that shard, and yeah, he's going to be so strong, so tanky. The Van Brace as well. This DK is going to be a tough cookie to crack. Until they get him actually isolated, it's got to be like, it's got to be pretty much isolated by ILTW and him just blasting him with Desolate. Other than that, it's going to be pretty impossible for them to actually kill Nisha at this point.
Pretty confident to show ILTW on the mid lane.
Yeah, if they're smoked up behind him too, maybe hoping that they try to go for this aggressive move. He's tanky too. He's got this Pupil's Gift. He's got Yasha, 2400 HP.
Yes, yeah, for sure. With the backup of GH and Kuro, you know, they can do a good job of keeping the Spectre alive for the initial burst. They're going to poke out an early BKB here from Matu. Root down onto Mind Control. Mind Control able to get away. Nisha chasing in.
He's got the
Stun
dragon.
onto Kuroki, and they're focusing the Wyvern there. The damage, Kuro's going to go down. BKB out from Nisha is ready to continue to push on. There'll be a buyback from Kuro. Horns come out. ILTW trying to get in on the action. Trouble. Silence, caught in the pit. ILTW needs help. He needs it now. GH is going to try and come up with the 10 of the heal. Looking to keep the Spectre alive. ILTW still somehow living as he's out to the side. He's actually going to make it out. The Glimmer Cape's there. ILTW will survive. Secret, they're starting to bail. Zai takes the rest of them out with the Rift. But somehow there, ILTW does not die. A buyback is required from Kuroki, but everyone else on Nigma remains alive.
Mid.
Until that one mid. Have they got anything to keep him safe in the vacuum? Dragging back the 2 of them. Another cold embrace. GH in with the tether as well. They're keeping Miracle healed up. GH goes for the TP out, but a Dragon Tail will put a stop to his escape. At the least, he throws his body and gives the chance for Miracle to escape. Kuro trying to hold them back with the Winter's Curse, but they still are able to chase through it and around it. As Kuro will die there, out for a good minute now.
And Roche is respawning right now at the worst possible time for Nigma. Secret's going to be able to go in there and finish it up with no time. Going to be able to get a free shard, Aegis, and Cheese for this Ursa too. And that was the buyback. The Wyvern actually buyback completely necessary. If he doesn't do that, ILTW goes down. Fight is a complete stomp from Secret, and now they get this opportunity to go on Roche. And the game is looking quite difficult right now here for sure, as this Black Dragon actually just allows them to get into backline so easily. Usually, like with Nigma's draft, they actually have the ease of being able to get into backline because of Haunt, but a Black Dragon just walks up a cliff and initiates onto your Wyvern. What the hell can you do? That free pathing definitely coming into play.
Matu on the hunt,
Dyer's middle
immediately with the
tower
Aegis
is under
picked up.
attack.
Charging into the triangle of Nigma's half.
With the shard too, he's so much more survivable to just run in versus these heroes. Damage just really not there for Nigma at all now.
Dyer's middle tower has
I
fallen.
want to say they need more time on the side of Nigma, but it really does feel like it's playing into Secret now at this point because of just they have triple core scaling. It's just this Spectre who needs a Manta desperately to be able to disengage, and just even for damage, like we were saying, this actual Desolate is going to be really important. And they're actually surrounded. They're under vision right now.
GH, he's been caught. He's with the Dragon Tail. RTW, is he going to be able to get out of there? He's got no TP for 15 seconds. He's turned off his Radiance to try and hide. But they'll find him here. He's trying to get out, but with the stun, they amp up from the Ancient Seal. He doesn't stand a chance. They blow him up with the Mystic Flare.
They're even chasing for more. Puppey walking up to the high ground confidently. 15,000 gold lead for Secret. And it really is it's all the Spectre, so when he's dead, there's pretty much nothing that Nigma is gaining on the map. Miracle, even getting
the jump
there from Nisha. Should be okay though, he's got the Glimmer.
And he's got the BKB as well, Miracle.
He does.
So, always has that ability to fight back if they see an opportunity. Mind Control dropping the wall.
Slows down the
Be
push.
able to hold. They push back Secret. Not too much damage done here to the tier 3. Secret, they'll back off for now.
They actually have so much overwhelming damage at this point for the Spectre. It's just like this, the actual Sanjin Kaya from Zai is working. With the Ancient Seal in combination with Veil, I mean, it is so much damage that's really coming out into this tanky Spectre. And it's just continuing to grow as we see also, I believe I saw the DK going for a Silver Edge, a kind of dead item that we really don't see picked up almost ever. That's going to be so effective this game, because it really is. It's only Spectre at this point that's going to be doing much of the damage on Nigma. Everyone else just kind of has to run away. Very tough game. 16,000 gold lead. This experience looking as well. Experience is much higher. Experience actually around the 20,000 mark here for Secret too. So
They're going to be sending the tomes all to RTW. They just need to buff up the Spectre as much as possible.
Even carrying now Nether Shawl.
Sort of chance here.
Yeah, they swapped over the Nether Shawl to him. Just any type of magic resistance increased for him. We'll be able to reclaim their outpost, at least for some moments here. Secret just farming the entirety of the map though. They're only really getting like, it feels like only like 20% here for Team Nigma. And they're having to try to prioritize ILTW's farm, but Mind Control still has to do his job as a Darkseer. He still has to Ion Shell waves to push it out so that they can actually get some type of space on the map. But yeah, Secret continue to capitalize on pretty much everything here.
I mean, yeah, what does sort of Mind Control do in this sort of game? He's got the Blink Dagger queued up. I mean, maybe sort of focused on trying to find some sort of huge vacuum into Curse setup for Kuroki. I mean, what else do you think's on his mind? He's got 3k gold here.
I mean, there's not really too many other diverse builds. He's had to go defensive for Aeondis. The other one is really just the Aghanims, but yeah, that's just about it. Not really too sure what else he can actually itemize for at this point. As Nisha? He's trying to set up. They're going to get some TPs coming through here.
He's in straight away. He's going to look to try and open up on RTW. GH,
he's bringing him out.
He'll take him out. They're not going to have any funny business there. They know that Secret's heading over to follow up on that Dragon Tail. They'll get RTW out. GH, of course, he'll die for this effort on the way back. Nothing to unfortunately get himself out with. So Secret, they'll be able to pop the IO.
They're just running away with the control of the map too. With this Shadow Blade too from Nisha, it's even harder for Enigma to really get outside at all. And they're even just watch. There's so many wards on the map. They're actually just staring at ILTW. Kuroki steps outside of the base for a second. We'll be able to survive with the Glimmer. Miracle attempting to push out bottom as best as possible so they do get a little bit more space on the map. But yeah, just looking so damn hard. So many different combinations that Secret really can use to just kill and catch anyone they do find.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
See how well Secret can poke at the high ground. We'll be without the Aegis, but the Satanic is pretty much done here for Matu. They're going to try and get in onto RTW. RTW has a lot of backup though. Kuro and GH just making sure they are in fine position to offer up the safety that RTW needs when he's jumped.
he is carrying the dust now, and he does have his Manta finish, so he still does have some opportunities, like we were mentioning, to just eradicate the backline, just complete delete this Grimstroke and Skywrath. I'm seeing that Puppy's actually going for some type of defensive stuff. He's got a Vanguard. He actually takes the Philosopher's Stone away from YapzOr to get this farm up so he can finish off a Crimson Guard. Just all tanking up, really, because if they can survive the instant blow, the instant burst that comes out from Nigma, they're going to win that long out fight. The real only success, the only hope for Nigma at this point is if they can insta-kill heroes and start out with a just number advantage. So if they can just make these fights last longer on Secret, which they're itemizing for, it's going to prove to be very problematic for this Spectre. And they're smoked up, they're ready. They've got the Silver Edge done on Nisha, so he's able to break the Spectre. He's underwater here. GH still hanging around the area.
And he needs to. He's got to be ready to save RTW at all costs.
Oh.
There's Nisha. He's going to start the offensive here onto GH. RTW, he's going to head straight up the tree line here, see if he can get out. The Secret they are chasing.
Spider legs. Scary Underlord. Gets the pit.
Still got the Manta. And he's holding on to it. And he's going to come out with a Horde, trying to jump away to safety. He's able to get back up into the base. As Manta was pushing mid, so gave him a target to jump back. As Manta diving in mid, got the kill on Kuro. But by him doing that, it did also give an opportunity for RTW to jump away from the rest of Secret.
Absolutely. But it is a full defensive hunt, so 2 minutes where Nigma can't really make too much happen on the map just besides just farming. So we do see Miracle. He's actually, I believe he bought out a full AC onto this puck, so anything to just kind of buff themselves up. Prevent from all that physical damage that is coming out, but it's so much mixed damage that's coming out from Secret. It's not just physical, it's magical, it's everything, really.
Not for sure. I mean, this at least amps up the potential for the Spectre.
Yeah, and he does have the
minus some on the enemies.
Yeah, and he's got the Orbit Destruction as well with the Phase Shift attack, so he is reducing quite a lot inside of the area when he does connect onto everybody, so that'll help a little bit inside the fights. They need anything they can get, really, at this point on Nigma.
We're looking for RTW Matu.
They're just on the hunt. All swinging down as well. We see the Underlord and Grimstroke trying to cut off the retreat. GH desperately trying to hide himself away. Gets a TP with a tether. Nice play there. ILTW will be able to protect his pretty little GH. Also be able to TP back to base, but still, it's this constant hunt. They're not getting much out of the map at all. Secret rifts top, control the top side of the map as well.
Now, I'll certainly make a Secret work for it, though. These moves from Secret not always ending up successful, as Nigma are dodging them quite nicely. As you say, this ramp up in farm overall for Secret just increasing at terrifying amounts here. 21k lead now for Secret.
Yeah, Miracle's actually the one getting more farm out of the map because ILTW is just having to play so scared. He's having just to run away 90% of this game right now. I do see Matu for a second here. Kind of limited on mana. He's down to 270.
They're going to try and have a bit of a poke at him here. Get the ults off.
Nice attempt. They go for the coil into vacuum and to break the coil and potentially try to kill him before he's able to get anything off, but not able to actually get it. Now there's no coil.
RTW step back in. Manta's still on cooldown.
His mana's getting
burned. Coil embrace protection. Coming in with the BKB. RTW trying to get out here, but they're caught him with the stun. GH is going to be able to take him out in time.
Nice.
GH gets him out to the side. Another save here from GH on the IO. Keeps RTW alive and out of harm's way.
He still has to be careful. He has 13 stacks of Fury Swipes. That's why you see Matu took that talent. So those Fury Swipes last an eternity on the Spectre. He still can't walk in. He's taking 624 bonus damage from the Ursa per hit. So he can't walk back in still for another like 10-15 seconds. I actually really like that talent in this game.
Yeah, against this sort of tanky frontliner, especially in the situations you say where, you know, a lot is on the Spectre. For as much as Miracle's catching up on the puck, you know, when it comes to just being there on the front, all the pressure is on ILTW.
It is. And it's these long duration team fights that Secret really is looking for. Nigma trying to capitalize right now on something. Puppy is extremely low on mana, so he's down to 170 right now. He's got some clarities coming out.
They're going to try for Roche.
Okay, they've got the Manta, so they've got that Desolate. That damage is really good on it. Matu's here.
The BKB's still cooldown for 10 seconds. Matu's got to be a little careful. No BKB for 10 seconons on the Tumba. Over the X-Well. Quick jump over to the side. RTW trying to get away from the combo. They will find him, Zai. He's considering taking them out with the rip, but he's going to hold back. June calls down. Miracle moving in. They've got the vacuum out of the four of them. They're trying to focus down Puppy, see if they can bring down the Grim. They can. Puppy's at full. RTW saved in time with the cold embrace. They're giving extra time here for RTW to play on. The Manta is back up and available. RTW looking for his next target. The curse holding him back. Kuro with the curse. He's locked down Nisha. Nisha is falling. But Nisha's able to get off the cheese. Nisha able to get the heal on. They'll turn over towards RTW. Puppy, he's brought back for this one. Miracle getting himself out of the route, but the slows down onto RTW. Secret, they get the kill on the Spectre. As Matthew finds the double kill. Now Secret still seeing if they can try and find more, try and find Kuro or Miracle here off to the side. Matu will start working at the Roshan. As Kuro's into the trees, looks like he'll make it out of there. Nisha's hunting for Miracle though. Miracle just going to look back in towards Puppy, but he's away. Miracle plays it safe, tries to get away from Secret, who are continuing to try and chase him down into the trees here. He has got the TP up, and looks like with this sort of movement, Miracle has been able to avoid the chase of Secret. Secret, they got what they wanted. They get the Roshan.
Nigma just has to dance around the fight and try to outplay as best as possible. Secret just kind of forces the issue, just takes the fight because they're just so tanky. These three cores are pretty much unkillable. It's still too hard, and thankfully he does have a cheese, of course, on that DK. It was close to him bringing down from a nice curse from Kuro, but yeah, still overall Secret. Much easier ways to be able to execute these fights. It's like 4D chess that Nigma has to really execute to actually get anything off.
Mind control. We're in with him. Again, Kuro gives him some safety over the cold embrace. Matu committing on here with the ultimate. Get mind control back to safety just in time. As they separate him from the tier 3 tower, Secret are going to continue to push on. Fortifications up, and so's RTW's back in the game.
Dire's top
That's the tower gone. Secret pushing on still with the Aegis on Matuma Mat. Try and get as much as they can here. RTW heading in. He's able to step out of the pit in time.
How do you
push back Matuma Mat?
How do you touch this Ursa? I mean, with Satanic, with all this type of heal, he also got the Aghanims from that Roche. He is unkillable. He also has the Ink Swell behind him to strong Dispel. It's just this Ursa's out of control. There's nothing they can do to really contest him. They have to find the backline, and they can still. That's the one thing, is Puppy did use that buyback last time, so if they can actually clean up the back with this next haunt, maybe they have still a chance in this one. It's looking pretty damn impossible, though. Matu?
Miracle.
Look at these stacks.
Miracle will still be able to jump out in time, though. Didn't quite have the backup there. Capsule and Puppy weren't around. Want him like Nisha. He's out hunting, but they have a sentry down. RTW will see him. Get the illusions out. Start to turn. In fact, GH is going to come over to try and offer a bit of extra firepower, but Yapsor's turned up. Nisha getting rather low, though. Heavy damage here done by Nigma. Meanwhile, back in the base, he certainly is. He's looking for mind control. Mind control. He's going to get saved again. Kuro with the cold embrace. Matu diving in deep for this. Trying to fully commit. The vacuum off the side. Mind control's able to get away. Matu's been silenced. RTW trying to go toe-to-toe with him, but the Fury swipes are stacking up. Miracle committing him with the BKB. Ripped up from Zai. Will be put to a stop action. Deciding the Secret wants to stick around. But Matuma Man does still have that Aegis. Root will catch Kuro. Try and get him away here with the Glimmer. Inkswell stun goes off. Matu going back in, taking down this tier 3. Secret, they'll get another high ground tower.
There you see that power, really, of this Ursa with all these buff ups. Satanic gets popped, he's back to full HP. Nullifier also coming into play. There's the darts here. Whoa! ILTW still have all these Fury swipes on you. 12, 13, 14.
I mean, they're in on him. He's got Manta style in the second. Can they actually get him out? The Inkswell stun's going to connect. They'll come out with the curse, trying to hold them back.
He's dying.
It doesn't matter. ILTW still falls. The damage is done. Yaps are able to find him with the Mystic Flare. Miracle jumping in on the backlines. Here they come with a buyback horde. They're looking to turn this. Can they get any kills out of this Nigma? And they'll look straight over towards Yaps, or Mike John Miracle going straight over towards him. Puppy, you get turned upon by ILTW as they bring down the Grimstroke. Miracle saved just in time. Kuro again in with the cold embrace, keeping Miracle alive. Matu, he's still got that Aegis as he's diving in, chasing down Kuro, but Mind Control doing his best with the body blocks, keeping Matu away from Kuro. Nisha comes in with the jump onto GH. GH, he's out of the game. No buyback, down for 45 seconds. Matu who'll go down the once. They brought down the bear once. Can they do it a second time though? No GH, they're lacking some of the safety that RTW does need to get in. RTW will buy a bash, he's just trying to spend his money on anything he can to try and help with this defense. As Matu, he's diving in onto RTW. Slowing down with the Shiva's Guard, 20 seconds until GH is back in. Matu, turning over towards Mike. Drayton has both the ult and the BKB to rely on. Trying for the barracks here, so is Nisha as well. Popping the other Dragon Form to try and take these objectives. He's backing onto RTW. RTW saved in time with the golden brace, but they've got the magical damage. RTW, he's down for 100 seconds. They'll have GH up in 5, but they've got to try and defend Nigma without their carry, without their Spectre.
Dire's bottom tower.
That's gotta be it.
Attack.
They're moving on, straight towards the bottom.
42
Tier 3
gold
town,
lead.
not standing a chance. Nisha jumping in. Still has the cheese. He's going to pop it back up to full HP. Kuro trying to slow them down with the curse. They've got the vacuum wall follow-up. But nothing to come after that. As Matu go ahead straight over towards mind control. A cold embrace buys him some safety for now. GH takes him back to the fountain.
Dire's bottom
But the
barracks.
bottom racks are gone. Secret have claimed the megas, and they're ready to start claiming some lives as well. Over to GH they go. The IO out of action.
It's under attack.
As GH and RTW just have to watch from the side here for 50 seconds or so.
Dire's
Secret,
middle
they get the first tier 4. They're moving on to the edge, and Nisha jumps in, a stun onto Kuroki. As Kuroki's out, another hero down, no buyback. There's 3 dead. Secret looking to push on and get the second win here in this 2-game series, and they've got it. GG is called by Nigma, and Secret will take this game too.
Team Secret victory.
They got out of control.